The giant NeosTrack. Is it a genuine contender to the Garmin throne, or is it more of a pretender? It's kind of both. Fundamentally, the giant NeosTrack is a Brighton Rider 530 that's had giant software package put over it and has had the buttons remapped. After using it for a few months, I have to say there's a lot that I like about it, but there's also a lot that I don't like. It's kind of a conflicting device. So let's start with the good. The screen is really big and easy to read, which is great when you're on the bike. The buttons are easy to operate as well, even if you're wearing gloves. The battery life is ridiculous. Giant says it'll get about 30 hours. I haven't been able to verify that myself because I haven't gone for a 30-hour bike ride, but it is massive. I charge this thing like every couple of weeks rather than every couple of days like I do with my Garmin. It'll connect to all of your regular Ant Plus or Bluetooth sensors. There's some pretty cool training features where you can set workouts and efforts and, intervals, that sort of stuff, which is great if that's what you're into. And it's only $299 Australian dollars, which is about $100 cheaper than a Garmin Edge 520. So that's pretty damn good. That alone makes it a good alternative. So what are the problems? It's a pretty quirky unit, this one, and there's a lot of weird little software things going on with it that just make it a bit strange to use. A good example is when you're setting up your data pages. Say you set a page with 4 fields on it, and then you decide you actually want to add a 5th. Adding a 5th clears all the other fields, and you have to start again. That's pretty damn annoying. Another thing that's a bit weird is once you've started the activity, you can't change any settings on the unit. That includes adding sensors, changing your data fields, or even starting a route. If you haven't preloaded your route before you start the activity, you have to stop, load the route, start a new one. That's also pretty annoying. Speaking of routing, you can add a GPX file straight into the device, which is pretty much my favorite way because it means I can make a route in Strava or ride with GPS and then drop it straight into the device. The second is Giant's own NeosTrack platform routing, and it's a bit silly. You basically just drop a start point and an end point and the system does the rest, and it's not very good. Here's one basic route that I tried. From sort of near my house to the top of Mount Lofty, which is a very, very popular cycling route, and it tried to send me up a hiking trail along Waterfall Gully, which is not rideable, and the other one was sort of closer to right, but it sent me up a very busy road. So yeah, it's better to just create your route in something else and drop it straight into the device. Then you get a breadcrumb trail to follow, and that works fine. You just gotta keep an eye on it. No turn-by-turn directions with that though. Once you've done your ride, there's a couple of ways to upload. The first is standard Bluetooth uploading, but there is a problem with that. So I just got back from a ride I recorded with both the Giant and the Garmin, and I'm gonna upload them both via Bluetooth and see how long both of them take. So I'll try and sync them up as close as possible. Bluetooth upload, connect to the Neos. Go! Garmin is going. And Garmin is done. So what was that? 10 seconds, maybe not even. As you can see, my phone has already noticed it. Well, buckle up. We gotta wait for this to hit 100. I'm gonna go and do some stuff. Oh, 99%, 100%, done. To be fair, there is an alternative to Bluetooth uploading, which is connecting directly to Wi-Fi and uploading it that way, and that's a fair bit quicker. So does the NeosTrack get my recommendation over a Garmin? Yes and no. If you like a big screen, great battery life, and just generally being pretty simple, the NeosTrack is really good. Plus, $100 cheaper than a Garmin is a lot of money. But if you're used to a Garmin and you're used to all the bells and whistles that come with Garmin, This might be a bit frustrating at first. You do get used to it, and I kind of did get used to it in the end. But yeah, there's a steep learning curve with it. And I just want to say, I've devoted a lot more time to talking about the annoying things than the really good things, which kind of might make it seem like I don't like it. I actually do like it. I think it's a really good unit. It's just got a few kinks and quirks that you need to get used to. Garmin has a lot of kinks and quirks, but I think that we're kind of just used to those now. So these are just a different set for you to get used to. So all in all, it's a good unit. It's not a great unit. Hopefully they do a couple of software and firmware upgrades to iron out some of the kinks in it. And if they do just change a handful of things, I think this is a really good challenger to Garmin. It's not quite there right now, but I think it will get there in the future. So there you go, there's my giant NeosTrack review. There is a link to a full written review I did on La Velocita in the description below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, and I'll see you next time.